Hello, hello, hello. I think I'm hello, hello, hello. I think I'm back. Can you hear me now? Oh wait. Uh yeah, you should be able to hear me. If you ever see this not on, say something. Can anybody hear me now? I don't know if this is the live or not. If I restarted it. This is day 72, and I'm still learning. Freddie's over here tonight laughing at me because this happens all the time. Let me just pull up the feed so I can see. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. You guys, let me know if you can hear me now. I see that the mic's working. Okay, there we go. Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. It's it's always something. Yay. I'm finally on here. Okay. Now, when this was a silent film just a moment ago, I was talking about tonight, welcome to late night. And tonight, we are going to be making stickers live. Now, this is by request by someone that actually was on our live earlier this week and requested that I make stickers live. So if you ever have an idea of something you would like for me to make, just drop it in the comments and let me know what you'd like to see. If there's something you're working on, an art project or something like that, I will try my best to help you make that possible. So, with that being said, we're going to get into this. Now, you can make stickers all different ways. Um, we are going to be using a Cricut machine tonight. You don't have to have a Cricut machine. If you have your own printer, you can make your own stickers. So it's pretty easy. And I highly recommend, as I've been mentioning in many, many videos, that we use Canva in our world. So everything that I make as far as graphics, the background that you guys are seeing on here, that was made in Canva. The thumbnails are made in Canva. My flyers that I put out, my stickers that I make, my labels for art shows, everything, I make it all in Canva. And I highly recommend using Canva. Now, Canva, I am not a paid affiliate in any way of Canva. I'm just a Canva lover. And yeah, so if you like Canva, give me some love on the video. Click, click, click. It's easy to use. There are a couple different versions of Canva you can get. You can get either the free version of Canva, which is perfectly fine, or if you want to up your game a little bit, you can get a paid version of Canva. Now, I am going to put on the screen somewhere. Let me move some stuff around. And I will be putting up here Canva. Now, I've already pre-designed the stickers that I'm making, and I'm making them actually for an event that is going to take place in May. Yes, I'm planning ahead. I know. Am I going to be on time? That's going to be the fun part, right? So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And at this event in May, I put on another hat that I have. It's not always just Tiny Doors or just me making art. I also, and I've mentioned it before, I love Disney. So I um I actually will be doing, I'm a panelist for this event to talk about Disney and such. I do not work for Disney in any way, so keep that in mind. Remember that. I don't work for Disney. I just am a Disney girl living in a Disney world, sort of. I just have a smaller castle. So, tonight, you guys are going to see me make the stickers that are going to be part of this next event that's coming up. So I'm only going to make one set, but I'll give you all a preview of the stickers. So let's go to the other screen. You're ready? Here it comes. Here it goes. There it is. And look, you guys can see your chat. Yay! Say hello to yourselves. Yes, there you are, you guys. Look, I managed to get the chat on the screen. That was not planned, but yay! We'll be able to see it for a minute. Now, these stickers were actually inspired by the person that's making stickers for an event that has requested for me to make stickers. She had a a she was working on a t-shirt design for somebody, and so I just kind of thought, well, that's cool. So I'm not going to say I stole it because I kind of helped her with this. So we worked together as a collaboration. Is that what we're going to call it? Maybe. Um, maybe I need to sign in for this chat to work. It says. So with this sticker, let me sign in so I can see this chat on my screen at the same time. Um, what's my sign in? With these stickers, they are going to be printed on vinyl. It will be a print then cut. But if you do not have a Cricut machine to cut your stickers out, you can hand cut them out. It's just going to take you a lot longer to do it. But there's nothing wrong with that, that's for sure. Let's see if I can get the sign in. All right. Well, of course not. Okay. Well, let's see if that works. I'll see all of y'all's chats now. All right, it's up. Please be sure to send me a chat so I know you're here. If you can. All right, I am going to put me right here. Hello. Here I am. I didn't go away. I'm still here. So, with this sticker, I've got it made in Canva, and I'm going to show you guys kind of how to make a real quick sticker in Canva. I've got a blank screen here, and we're just going to go in and we're going to take into the elements, which is one of the toolbars, and I'm going to grab a shape. I don't know what shape I want. Maybe we'll do a heart. Look at that. Instantly got a heart. And then I'm going to put in, I'm going to take something from this piece here. I'm going to highlight these middle section with the bow and the little Minnie Mouse. It's not Minnie Mouse, by the way. It's just a mouse. I'm going to paste it in, but I'm going to take the M's off. And I'm going to go to the images here. I'm going to click position at the top, and then on the left, click layers. This shows you all the layers that I used to make this piece, everything that's in there. I'm going to click on the heart, but I'm going to move it and click and drag it to the front, just like that. So instead of this one circle in the middle, I'm going to replace it with a heart. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to click the layer and find which circle that is. And I'm going to delete that circle. And I'm just going to place this heart in here. So you come down just a little bit. And then we're going to move the bow on top of the heart. Now, I don't like the way we see this bow color through here because it's almost the same as this little bow. I'm going to take that color and change it. And we're going to change it. Let's change it to, I don't know, purple or pink. Oh, I like this one better. It's a good combination with the blue. I might take this heart, maybe move the bow down and move the heart up. Move these little ears a little bit closer together. So you can move all the elements in here, and these are all just simple elements within the actual design. I'm just going to move that like that. And I'm going to put the bow here. Maybe we make the heart just a little bit bigger. I'd like to cover up the middle of this background bow. And then this bow here, you can change the colors of that. So I'm going to turn it all to pink. At the top, click the ones I want. I'm going to change them all to the same color and leave it like this. Now there's one whole design done. Okay, it's pretty easy to use Canva. So this is just a fun little design. I'm not sure if I like those that close. So I'm going to move them over just a little bit. Maybe move the heart up just a little bit. And make it a touch bigger. Maybe make these ears come up some more. Or these little circles, they may not be ears. Okay. There we go. Yes? That looked pretty easy, right? All right. Now that I made this one, I'm going to download it. And I'm going to hit share at the top right of the screen, which you may or may not be able to see. Let me move it over a little bit. I'm going to hit share. I'm going to say download. I'm going to click which page I have because I have several pages. I'm going to pick the current page, which is the one we're working on. And I'm going to download it with a transparent background. Now, the transparent background will just make this only the design show up. And that's a key point to extracting your file out of Canva to go into the Cricut. Okay, so you can download it and it will put it on your hard drive. Now, if you do not have the Cricut machine, what you could do after this is downloading the one, if you don't have a Cricut machine and you want multiples of these, highlight all of them, click the word group, I would shrink this down because I'm going to do that in Canva because you don't want giant stickers. It will tell you the measurement. So right there, it's 2.2 by 2.2. It is a square sticker. And then take this, put it in the top left corner, copy it, Control C, or you can basically right click, copy, right click, or Control V, paste. Now it's all grouped together, so you don't have to worry about that. Now to get 4, copy 2 of them and paste. Now you've got 4. Now the coolest thing is that when you space these out, you'll see in there 2.92. That means that it's exactly spaced even. Okay? So with that being like that, you've got 4. I'm going to put it in the middle, and a little pink line will show you that you're right in the middle. I'm going to take all of them, highlight all, copy it, paste it. And now I can make, it's in the center mark, and place it in there. I can paste again, because it's still on the clipboard, center mark, and you see all the numbers come up? That means it's spaced evenly. Another way of spacing it evenly is to highlight everything. On this little menu down here, click that sandwich menu. You can tell it to space it evenly and then tidy up. It's going to put it all horizontal and vertical set. Now with this, like this, you could actually just print this on sticker paper, and if you want to cut them in square, you just slice them with like a paper cutter or use scissors and a little ruler to make a mark on the top and the bottom and the side to side so you're nice and even, measure them out, and you can cut them into little squares. So that's a way you can make 12 stickers on one sheet that are decent size. They're 2-inch by 2-inch, and for like water bottles, the back of your laptop or your phone, this is a pretty good size. But I highly recommend vinyl sticker paper. You can use a regular inkjet printer on it. And yeah, so this is one way of doing that. Now, we're going to go ahead and jump into the Cricut machine because I already have what I'm going to download. So we're going to minimize this screen and go to Cricut. See, I do love Disney. It's on the backdrop of my computer. I'm going to maximize the screen maybe. Well, let me see how big it'll get here visually for you guys. Cricut Design Space is a program that comes with Cricut. It's where you make all your designs, basically. They have a free version and they have a paid version, just like Canva. I do also have the paid version of Cricut, just because it gives you a lot more access. Literally, it's called access to the program. So if you are in business and you want to make stickers or anything cut out, maybe you're making t-shirts, anything like that, Cricut is a great program to do that. You can cut pretty much anything from the thickness of crate paper to the thickness of a 3mm wood. And I have cut everything in between those things and in between. The Cricut machine, I'm going to show you guys in just a second. I do have it connected via Bluetooth. Now, the last time I did Bluetooth on this machine, it basically was like, no, I'm not going to work for you. But I'm hoping that it's going to be fine. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to, when you open up Cricut, let me go to the home page. The home page looks like that's my home page. Well, let me go back to the regular home page. it looks like this. And yes, it says the name Jennifer. Okay? And yes, that's my other name. So, surprise. No, I go by both, but Nickie's my main name for everybody to know me. Anyway, legally, my name's Jennifer. Nice to meet you. Anyway. So Cricut, when you open up Design Space, it will give you and ask you what do you want to make and all these things. Now, I usually do not use any of the things that are pre-made unless I'm teaching a class and we do something quick. So in this case, I'm going to go to this little file drawer, and that's where my stuff is. So these are all things that I make on Cricut, including stickers, as you can see here. These are all stickers. I make a lot of stuff on Cricut. I've actually been doing Cricut for a very long time. And I used to teach Cricut at the library, but I'm not teaching Cricut at the library anymore, but I do private Cricut lessons. So, in this case, today I am working on these planner tabs. This is a new project that I'm working on. So I'm going to go over here to the top right side. It says new project, and I'm going to put up a blank canvas. Now, I'm not going to ask it to do any kind of special things. It automatically comes up with this. This is kind of like the new AI search. So if you want to put in something in here, it will search for patterns and shapes and designs. Now, if it has this letter A in it, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, that has access requirements. So if you don't have access, you would not be able to use those. This one is the free version, and so on. So you can also filter by free, and it will show you all the things that are free. Okay? So, but if you have access, which is the paid version, you can just unclick everything is available. Okay? You can also purchase things. So when you have a free version and you want to buy something, you can actually just buy that design, and whoever made that design will get paid for that. So it's really kind of cool because it's like open source, but it's also a way that artists and creatives can make additional money. So how cool is that? Thank you, Cricut, for that. Do I have any designs on here for sale? No. I don't even know if I have anything I put up for free. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over to upload. We're just going to get into this. You go ready? I hope so, because this is what's happening. We've got our design downloaded. Now we need to put it into Cricut. You go over to upload, which is down on the bottom left, almost to the bottom. You're going to go in. See, I do all kinds of things. This is for our neighborhood. I made a bunch of things for them. Yeah, I try to help out people when I can. And on here, I'm going to pick out, well, let's do the one that we'll do one and we'll try another one. So you can only pick one file at a time. That's the unfortunate part of this. Now I see that it might not be a high enough resolution. We'll see if it's going to take it or not. So we have that. We hit continue at the bottom right, which you guys can't see because my face is on top of it. Let me make me a little bit tinier, and I'll put me over here on the side. So down here, apply and continue. We're going to just basically do this. Did I do this transparent? No. All right, scratch that. Reverse. Cancel that. I didn't download that one as transparent. So let me go back in here, download, and I'm going to download, unselect all, download the one I'm trying. I'm going to, at this time, I'm going to go ahead and increase the size of the pixels, which is going to give you a clearer look, to 2.25. That comes with the paid version, so the little crown there of Canva. Download, and then we're going to go back to Cricut. So it's downloading. All right. Now, let's try it again. Should be ready to go. We're going to go to upload an image, browse or drag the file in. We are going to grab this one that says number 3. I didn't change the name, so I know what the differences are, but you could change the file names. I'm going to say continue. Once it's on there. You can do background remover at this point too, but we're not going to do that because we don't need to. And I don't think. I mean, you can always just do it anyway and see what happens. Hopefully it'll do it. Let's see. It did that. I don't like that, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to check this. I haven't uploaded in a bit, if you can't tell. I used to, at one point, I was using this machine every single day when I'm getting ready for events and stuff, but I have enough stock of the things that I use from it right now, so I'm a bit on here for a minute. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is there's a couple different ways you can do this. You could have downloaded it as an SVG file. An SVG file takes and separates the layers and puts them in Canva separately. But I'm doing a print then cut, so I want it all full color, just a flat image going in. So I'm going to click that one on the right. It's going to say, hey, you're okay with this? Hit upload. Now, as it's uploading, you thought you were uploading, but now it's actually uploading. It's going to put it in Canva somewhere. Why is it giving me a warning? Oh, it's probably warning me because it's a gigantic file. I do it as a gigantic file because, look, it's giving me all different options to change in AI. I can change my whole look. If I want it to be any of these designs, I could use those. Anyway, so I'm not going to do that. I want to use the design that I got. So I'm going to go and I'm going to resize this. You can click by the corner and resize, or at the top in the middle of the design space. Unlock it. And I'm going to say we're going to make these 3 inches by 3 inches. This is the width and height. Now, that's about right. You can readjust this if you want it to be a little squished. I'm going to squish it down a little bit more. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to try to crop this because it did not do a transparent background for some reason. Even though I clicked that. I clicked that? Yeah. It's fine. But we're going to crop it. And they moved a bunch of stuff. I was working with Mindy on this the other night. They moved it. If you're familiar with this, if you're looking for all these other icons, they did it to simplify the look of, because there's a lot of different tools that you can use. Under edit, that's where all the tools went. So if you want to make stickers, you're going to click sticker, okay? But first, I'm going to crop it. And the way I'm going to crop it is a little bit different than you would crop in a regular design editing program. It doesn't quite do everything a design program does. Remember, this is a cutting machine, not necessarily a cropping design tool. Even though it's called Design Space, you have to do it a different way. So what I will do is I'm going to take a shape and I'm going to pick a rectangle and I'm going to put it on the screen. And then I'm going to take that rectangle and I'm going to put it over the top of my image. And I want to make it kind of square. But I'm trying to cut off some of the bottom. Okay? And I want to cut off some of the top. Just where it's on there. Okay. So with this on top, I'm going to select it. And on the bottom right, down here, is a thing called slice. If you click slice, it's going to cut a rectangle out of your design. So now, if you want to take the rectangle off, you can now pull a smaller version of it off. Just like that. Pretty cool, right? So now there's this frame over here. You can get rid of that. Just click on it and hit delete. And now you can also take your rectangle and delete that. And that's how you crop images within Design Space. Now, in this case, I think it's good enough for what we're doing tonight. I'm going to go ahead and say make it. Okay, at the top right. Now this is where all the action happens. You need to have your sticker paper loaded into your printer. I've already done that ahead of time. And we're going to save the image or save this. And we're just going to call it Diz Moth. Hit save. So that's going to keep it in your file. And it's going to go to the next screen. And it's going to show you what an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper looks like. A rectangle. And there's all these little red lines. That's your cuttable area. And that's there. So when you do cut this, it will only cut within those measures. If you want to make, obviously, more than one, you want to get the best bang for your buck with your paper, you can add more. So since I know that this is little over 2 inches here, I know that I can get probably 1, 2, 3, maybe 6 of them on here. I'm just going to project copies, move this to 6, hit apply. Oh wow, I really underestimated that. So let's say we can do 6. Let's go for 12. No, 10. Let's see what happens at 10. Apply. All right, we can get 10. But technically, we have all this space over here. We can get more. So let's go for, let's say 14. Apply. And now what it's going to do is going to push what we want on this section on another sheet. But you can move these to the first sheet. So if you click on it and click all of them, highlight them all, click the menu option, move object, and you're now going to move it to the first page and confirm. And what happens is it overlays it exactly where it is on there. So these 4, there are 2 of them there. So if you take and click this over, you can put it there. If you go outside the line, it's going to make it go back. So like this, it's not going to let you do that. Rotate it. Maybe we can get that in there. Rotate it, move it around a little to make it fit within that border. Same thing with this one. So remember, there's 4 on top of each other there. Gonna move them around and get the most bang for your buck with this vinyl. We're just going to do that. It's not letting me do it because it's over that. Let me rotate it again. So maybe we can get those 4 in here. You just got to trick the system a little bit. And then this was the last one. We're going to move it over, rotate it. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to flatten it out a little bit more. Move to the edge and shift everything down. We should be able to get them all. If not, we can just delete one and call it done. You can also move these 2. So if you want to take those 2, move it up. Take these 2. Oops. So we'll undo. All right. Move them up a little bit or over. Just move them around so everything will fit. I'm trying to make space. Maybe I can get an extra one on the bottom. But maybe not. This is the one that's overlapping. So now, can it fit here? No. We're actually going to just hide this one and not use that one. Now these are going to cut in square form. To do more of a die cut, we can redo the sticker a different way. So I have a couple sheets of sticker paper in. I'm going to go ahead and show you this process, and then we're going to go to the other process. All right, so here's this. I'm going to say continue. I'm happy with all that. Let's hope my machine is going to actually cooperate. You're going to send it to your printer, or if you already have it printed, you can do that, but you haven't had that done yet. It has this registration mark pointing up. That's going to be your top left corner of your stickers. You're going to click next. I always use the system dialog. That's the printer screen that pops up that says, hey, you want to change the quality? And I'll show you why. Be sure to do that. Add bleed marks. I always leave that on. And then I hit print. Now my printer is on the other side of the room. And it's going to start printing because I've already turned it on. And it's already connecting. So, changing the quality, I'm going to hit Preferences on my printer. And then I'm going to hit Paper and Quality. And instead of plain paper, I will put in that it's photo paper matte. And click Advanced. This is all the settings that are on mine. Output quality, because I do want this to be at the best quality possible. I'm going to increase this to high quality because these are something that I'm going to sell. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to click OK. Now here's where you can also print multiples and print them in multiples, right? Just the way you want them. I'm only going to print one sheet like this. Okay. And then if you print multiples, if you wanted 10 of them, 10 sheets of that many, you just put 10 in and change your copies printed. And you can just continuously feed that one design in until you say you're done and you cancel out the process. So we're going to hit print. So when you're making multiple stickers and it's all the same, that's the way you can do that. So we're going to wait. It's just going to take a second. My printer's pretty quick. I use an Epson EcoTank 8550 for my printer. If you're interested in some of the equipment that we use here in the studio, if you go to our website at tinydoors.org and click on the link that says Things We Love, you will find links to the printers, this overhead camera, which we're going to use in just a minute, and other things that we use in the studio, including the vinyl stickers that I'm printing on. I'm not affiliated in any way, so I get nothing for the links. Somebody said I should do that, but I'm not ready to do that. So anyway, I clicked done. And it's over there printing. Now I did hit high quality, so it might take a little bit more time to print it, which is fine. Once you get to this screen here, this is where you choose what sticker you're going to use. Now, the person that requested this tutorial or this make tonight is printing on regular vinyl, I believe. Now you can do extra waterproofing, and it just makes it thicker. It's going to cut the sticker deeper. And in this case, we are going to, let's see. We'll use the waterproof sticker. Let's hope it doesn't cut all the way through the mat. So that's the product that we're going to be printing, that we're printing on, even though it's not necessarily that. I'm going to use, this is a brand new mat that I'm going to use. I'm going to change the screen. Maybe I can duo the screen here. I'm not sure. Probably not. Let me go into the second screen. Okay. So this is what the Cricut looks like. I don't need my keyboard. Can remove that. And these are the mats. I put a sticker on the front of all my mats so I know which side is up, because there is supposedly a difference between the top and the bottom of these. And this is a light grip. I actually recommend people to use a standard grip for this, but these are brand new, so it's sticky enough. So it'll be fine. All right, the printer's done. Let me grab it. This is the printout. Just like magic, right? You can see the quality. This printer is amazing. It is a bit of a splurge, but I use it for business and it's actually paid for itself because I print stickers for other clients. Now I'm going to place it on there, but what I'm going to do is, because it's fresh, wait, I'm just going to grab a sheet of paper here. I'm going to turn it upside down like this, so I don't get fingerprints all over it. Now, if you wanted to do extra waterproofing on this, you would put a self-laminating sheet over that. We're not going to do this for this process. That's how you do it. Give it a nice massage. It's not going anywhere. Now, the Cricut machine knows that this is the design. these registration marks. Remember that little arrow? It's there. And I'm going to place it into the machine. Over here, you may or may not be able to see that. I wonder if I can get you guys a little bit closer. Come on in. Let's get a little closer. Look at that. All right. So this light is blinking. That means it's ready to load. There are two little cleats here. You want to put that edge of the mat underneath. You kind of just push onto it. Just make sure it grips it. And once you hit that button, it's going to suck it up into the machine. Not like jam it up in the machine. It's just going to put it in there. Always make sure your cables are not going to obstruct the path of the mat, because it will go all the way through to the back of the machine and back and forth and back and forth. Okay, so that's how it works. We have a fine tip blade and everything's ready to go. So let's see what happens. Let's hope that I didn't pick something that's going to be too much pressure. So the other button's blinking now. This is the go button or the Cricut button. You click that and it's going to load it in. It's going to do a process of measuring. So there's a little light that popped on here. It is looking at those little black registration marks, and then it knows exactly where every element is on the actual design, because it's on the grid over here on the computer. So the computer told the Cricut, this is where everything is. Measure it with your magic light bulb eye, and it should work. It's almost finished measuring. Now it's a very smart machine. So what it's going to do next, it's going to go over to the side. It's going to say, oh yeah, it went all the way to the side. It says, okay, the right blade's in there. If you have the wrong blade in it, it knows. So now it's going to start cutting. Now these are all going to be rectangular. We're going to see if it's going to do any good. I didn't check the actual blade. My blade looks like it's pretty dull. You can get replacement blades for the machine. Here's a replacement blade. I might do that for the next one. It also, the machine comes with a scoring wheel, which is basically a dull wheel. This is the Cricut Maker. It also came with a rotating blade wheel. So it will actually, this one is designed to cut pretty much everything. And that rotating wheel is pretty fun to watch. So you can use that on fabrics and different projects. So yes, it does cut fabric. So if you are into sewing and things like that, and you have a pattern design, and you want it to cut it perfect, and you don't want to use scissors, put the design into Cricut, choose all your options, put the rotating blade in the Cricut Maker, and you can cut your patterns like that. It's finished cutting. Before you take this out, I usually have a microfiber cloth, because it will have like a little bit of what I call sticker dust. And I always check the sticker. If it peels, oh wait, you guys can't see that. Let me do one up here. If it peels up, I don't normally do it at the top. If it's actually going to peel the sticker, then it's cut all the way through. Now this is what they call a kiss cut. So this is not necessarily die cuts. I'm going to show you guys that in a minute. But if you're making stickers for product put on, you need them kiss cut, because you're not selling those individual. We're going to unload the mat, and voila, you have a sticker. I see it's shiny on one side. These are vinyl. It's basically plastic. Can you hear it? It is a plastic sticker. If you put this in water, and I've tested it many times, the ink does not come off. So, this was not cut perfect, but it's fine. That's because we moved it around. When you take your stickers off your mats, let me move this back a little. I suggest turn your mat upside down and take your sticker. Oh, some of them did cut all the way through. Oh, it did. Yay. And pull them off like this. It did cut all the way through. Yay. So they are die cut. Sorry. And this is a light grip mat, and it is really sticky. When you have new mats, they're super sticky. I tend to take the mats and touch them to my clothes to get a little lint on them. So now that that's off, I'm going to turn it back over and I'll pull these off individually like this. That one's the one we pull. So it did cut all the way through. I'll keep that in mind next time. I'm just doing these stickers. So I'm just going to pull all this off. All these stickers. I didn't bring my scraper tool over here. There's a lot of tools and stuff you can get for Cricut machines. I didn't pull all that out because it's not really necessarily a, hey, check out Cricut kind of class tonight. This is just about trying to get these stickers made for one of our viewers. She has an event and she needs these done tonight. So we decided we'd help her out and show her how to do it. So here's a whole bunch of stickers ready to go. Now, we're going to do one more option tonight, and we're going to choose the option on the system that they have. It's kind of in a beta program still, even though it's been out for a little bit. It's actually make the stickers die cut, but just like the stickers you buy it that are already ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to switch back to our other screen. Move me back down wherever I am. This one. Move me down here. Now, it does tell you to remove it from the mat upside down, just like I showed you. It's going to tell you all different processes, all these different things. And this is all because they did an update and they don't think that I know all this stuff, but I do. You can check that out later on. So I'm done with this project for now. We're going to go back to this screen here. Now, we are going to do this as a sticker. If you go, you still have the same design. You only need one of this design in when you're doing multiples of the same one. Now, if you wanted to upload another image, browse the same process that we did earlier. Let's grab this one. We're going to open it, click continue. See, this one is funny because this one actually the background went out of it. This way I wanted it. Click apply because I want it like that. A flat graphic because we're doing print then cut. Click continue. And now it's going to upload this. So it's going to put the same sticker in and look, it's going to give me some suggestions. Look, that's so much fun. That's AI for you. Now this mom one here that we did, we're on the right side. You'll see this little eyeball. You're just going to close the eyeball so we won't see it anymore. And now we only have this design. It's saying that it's 5.75 by 5.66 inches. I don't want it that big. That's huge. Unless you're labeling like the back of your laptop and you want a big image, you can do big images. But we are going to die cut this one. So we're going to take this one down to about, unlock the measurements at the top. We're going to take it down to 3 inches. I think that stickers look the best when they're at 3 inches by 3 inches, as far as placing them on things and such. So I did that. Now I'm going to click on the design. I'm going to go to edit. And now we're going to hit this magic sticker button here. We're going to click sticker. And if you notice, hopefully you guys notice, that it made this little line all the way around the sticker. Now that's the standard cut line. When you're doing a die cut sticker, it's going to do this and do a peel edge. This one says it's kiss cut, but we're going to use die cut, okay? And in this case, we're going to change the line on the outside to thin. It's going to make it smaller. So this outside where the cut line is, where the sticker line is actually going to be, I made it thinner. Or you can make it thicker. You can make it wider, which is kind of cute. I'm not sure why there's a little cut mark here. You might not see that. So can I make it bigger for you guys? I just made my screen bigger. I did not make the actual image bigger. Now, when you do this, it changes the size because it added all this extra side. I tend to go back in and change that. Now that border, which is this edge here, you can change it into colors. You can pick that to be a different color if you want. So maybe we're gonna make it a different color. Maybe we'll make it pink. No. Or the blue. Oh, that kind of looks good, right? Or the green. Or we don't do any color. Let's just not do any color. And I'm going to do it on a thin cut. Because I just want it to be about the sticker. I don't want it to be about all that border. Now, if you don't want the border at all, you can just turn it off. But I think the border is going to help it out when you're peeling the sticker. Now, it also has cut interior shapes. So if there's any inside shapes, like especially with like lettering and things like that, it'll cut the negative space out. We want it to be an easy peel edge. Maybe, maybe not. This is actually a new feature I haven't seen that before, and I kind of like it. Because sometimes it's hard to peel stickers. I don't know if you've ever gotten stickers and you're like, how do I get the back off of this? Sometimes that happens. But if you turn it off, that edge is going to be gone. So I'm going to turn it back on. I'm going to put it in thin mode. And we're going to say that's good. All right. We'll close our edit box. And this is ready to cut. Now, you just go over here, hit make, the same process as we did before. And this is what it looks like. Oh, wait, we didn't change the size after it gave us a big old giant sticker. I'm going to cancel. I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to change the size down to 3.0 by 3.0. Sorry, I didn't do the by. 3, not 30. That's going to give you a wonky sticker. All right, this is 3 inches square. Now we'll hit make. You can tend to get around 6 stickers at 3 inches on one sheet. So there's 2. I'm going to go ahead and up it to 6, apply. And we've got 6 stickers. All right. So our next thing is, so we're going to hit continue at the bottom. right over there. Right there. We're going to send this to the printer. I already have sticker paper loaded. It's going to say next because, yes, we know there's going to be registration. Use dialog box. Click print. Change your quality to the highest quality of your printer. You usually do this by hitting preferences. Paper and quality. Paper is going to be photo matte because we're using a matte vinyl. I've tried the glossy vinyl and I don't really like that. Click advanced, click output as high quality, click OK, and click OK. And we're going to do one sheet of this. Click print. Now that's going to be going off to the printer on the other side. I just looked over here. Onyx. Onyx is laying down. So Onyx is my cat if you're new here. And he is watching something very closely on the floor that's crawling, Freddie. There is well, it's not a tiny one. It's kind of big. It's a centipede. I think because we got a huge amount of rain that these centipede they're coming out. So or they're coming in. They're coming out of wherever, and they're trying to get away from all the water. We had a lot of rain today, and he is just literally laying down, just watching it. Do you want to save it in case he goes for it? But maybe if he does go for it, or if you get up, he might go for it. But I have to walk over there. I'm kind of scared he's gonna eat it. Okay. Oh no! Don't touch it, Onyx. He just touched it. If you guys can see. Now, because we did tell it was sticker, it's going to give us a lot more sticker options on here. And in this case, I am going to pick, which one did I use last time? I think I used gray printable vinyl. We're just going to go back over here to the waterproof sticker. It's giving, oh, this is new, kiss cut pressure, or you can increase the pressure of the kiss cut and increase the pressure of the die cut. So I think I'm just gonna leave it at default and see what happens. All right, let me go get the print. It should be about done. So I hope this is helping you guys out. So I'm sorry I don't have the chat up on the screen right now. Let me see. Is anybody saying anything? Hopefully you guys are still watching. Let me know you're here, you guys. So I can see you're here. Give me some love. Here, I'll give me some love. Because I'm still going. Alright. We're going to grab that print off the printer. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. What are you doing, Mom? Yeah, I see it. You give it a little friend. He's just sitting there. He touches it every once in a while. He's not even like putting his paws out. Really funny. Okay. Y'all want to see the quality? Let me go back to the other screen. There's paper towels right there. Right there on the look up. Alright, here's the print quality. Here's our registration marks. I'm going to put it to the top corner of my cutting mat, so we know which way's up. I'll take the sheet of paper, put it on top, and I do that just because I don't want my fingerprints or scratches or anything to get on the sticker because it's fresh. You should let this dry for a little bit before you touch them. I mean, it doesn't come off because the printer is quick dry. You're going to place that underneath the cleats again. Let me move you guys in a little closer. with the keyboard. You can take the carpet tile up. Freddie spilled a little water on the floor. So we're ready to go. We're going to hit load. Once again, make sure everything's clear from the back. These are cute little stickers, right? So this is our new sticker designs that we're coming out with in May. It might be sooner online. All right, it's going to take it in. It's going to measure once again all the little registration marks that are on there, all those black lines with its magic eyeball right here. So while it's doing that, let me know you're here. You're still here. That you're listening. Give y'all some silly little stickers because I'm so excited you guys are here. Woo! All right. Just to let you know, we do go live every single day. This is day 72 for 2026. We started this process in January and we're still going. I had a painting class today. That's the painting right there. I'll show you guys at the end of the video. Nice Bob Ross style painting. Now what's going to happen is it's going to do two different cuts. It's going to do the kiss cut, which is going to be the easy peel. And, oh, no problem. Just want to make sure you guys can hear me and everything's going fine for everybody. And then it's going to cut out the die cut part. So when you want to sell your stickers, you want to be able to have them set up where you can sell them. So I showed this in a previous video. So this is the way I actually store my stickers. So when people order them, I have them numbered and I know which one's what. And these are some of our stickers here. This is a good example of what we're doing tonight. This is just cut regular without the kiss cut. And this is cut easy peel with kiss cut. So basically, it's supposed to be easy peel. Just rub your nail over it. See that little border? That's what it's going to be doing right now. And that quick, it's done. For the first pass. So this is, I do my stickers all different ways. Most of the time I do them without that kiss cut border. But if it works out good, because they have done some updates on the machine and in the back end, it'll always have updates with design space and calibrating your machine and such. So it's doing the die cut part of it now. And hopefully the kiss cut wasn't too strong. So, and Mindy, I hope this is helping you. So I know you've got a lot of work to do tonight for your first show tomorrow, and I hope this is really helping out with your new vendor market, the first ever vendor market that you're going to. Now, once again, if you have something you want to learn in the arts, and you want me to do a video about that, just let me know. Send me a message. Comment on a video. I will see it. So that's done. Let's make sure. And I can see the blue through it. If you peel up the very edge of this, maybe this is easier. Right here. And you pull that. And you see that it's cut there. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do, it's got sticker dust on it. I should have brought the microfiber cloth. I take a microfiber cloth and normally do this. But these are just test too worried, and I mean, actually they look pretty freaking cool. All right, we're gonna unload it. And there it is. You can see the thin border cut and the die cut part. Remember? Just trying to clear the dust off of it. Let me move this so you guys can see the peel. The best part is the big reveal. You can close the front of your Cricut sheet. Turn it over. Go to the edge of the backing and pull it. Now you can't, it did cut all the way through, by the way. The kiss cut was at a too high of a pressure. So it does have that. So this is probably just, I'm not going to be using this one. I'll have to change the pressure of the machine to do that. So we're just going to pull everything off, but rolling this backwards and pulling it at the same time. These are actually kind of cute, these little outlines. I wonder if I can use that. I don't know if that's going to be possible or not. I'm just going to pull those off. And then the last one. Pull that. Move that out of the way. And peel these stickers off. Oh, that done. Ooh, that was close. I almost tore it. Be careful when you do this. You want to make sure that it cut all the way through. So, I'm just going to pull that off, but I'll leave this part. Because our die cut was a good pressure, we could have used less on the kiss cut part of the design. And, you know, it's kind of a trial and error process. When you're finished with your mats, be sure to put your plastic back over them and hit the butterfly sticker. Good. I'm happy this is helping you. You're welcome. And honestly, the Cricut is my real precious baby. My kids are too, but this is special. Because it still lives with me. The other ones are special because they actually moved out. Oh, anyway, that was funny. If one of them's on here watching, they'll laugh. All right, so there you go. Here's a sticker, and we're gonna pull this off. You have to take your finger and push off the edge to make it really come off, because these are really good stickers, guys. This paper. So tell your clients to peel them gently off. And there you go. How cute is that? Hey, you're welcome. I knew you'd laugh. Alright, we'll take this a little closer into the tabletop. So as you can see, this is vinyl. It is a plastic sticker. Aren't they cute? So these are part of the new design. I actually just made this on here with you guys. It will be part of the design that I have for our event in May. That event's going to be on May 23rd. May 23rd. I'm already prepping. Isn't that fun? Now you can see the border is really thin because you want it to be about the sticker and not the border. I believe that's the best. I do like the border, especially when it's like cartoon-like. But this is what it looks like when you cut it like a die cut sticker. This is what it looks like when you're just going to want to print labels. You can just make them square. Okay? So with that being said, we should stick it on something. What should I stick it on? I would stick it on my laptop, but you guys are on the laptop right now. I do have another laptop down here, but oh, let's put it on my planner. I wonder how long that'll last. I mean, these stickers, they've been on my, I mean, people have used them on all kinds of things. And this is even without the extra waterproofing. So I'm sure it'll be fine on my planner. So we're going to put this, where should I put it? Right in the middle? It's not very big for the middle. Maybe we just put it down here. I got some scratches on my planner down here. Can y'all see that? I was so sad. So I'm just going to place it where the scratches are. And I'm just going to put it on there. Now you can make stickers for all different things. Now in the case for Mindy, she requested this video. She has a business and she's got a vendor market and she's trying to make some stickers for her products and different things. But look how cute that is on your planner. Oh my goodness. I love that. And will it peel off again? Yes. But it will stay on. Oh, that's cute. Oh, sometimes I just surprise myself. That is cute. I totally agree. You're gonna buy me coffee? Oh, thanks. So if you are interested in trying to help support us here on our channel, we have a couple different ways of doing that. And I'll show you guys. Hold on one second. Let me pull it up on the screen. You guys can see it. So we have a link on our website that helps support our channel. Just moving this around so you guys can see it. I'll put it up on the screen. So on there are links within our bio. I do not have links that link into the actual description of the video yet. I need to do some verification of identity and such before YouTube will let me do that. Maybe by the end of next week I'll have that done. I just get so busy and I can't get everything done. So I'm going to go back over here to the other scene. So here's our website. I'm going to move me over. And on here, there is a link of where did it go? Support us. It's right here on the second row. It's called Support Us. And we do have Patreon. So I'm not as active on Patreon yet, but it's coming really soon. I have it on my schedule to really launch it out in the next couple weeks. We're going to do some behind the scenes content and some fun stuff and some special Patreon member things there. Mindy was saying she was going to buy me coffee, and literally, I love coffee, but I also love the virtual coffee. So if you go on to here and it says buy me a coffee, and you can see, well, it'll actually show because I'm logged in. It shows me my supporters, and you can choose how many cups of coffee you want to buy. I think it's set in denominations of $5. And you can make it monthly. So if you really enjoy our content and such, you can just hit monthly to do that. It's kind of like Patreon. And for every coffee you go up, I think you can customize the number here as well. It'll say the amount of money down here, and you just go through the process. And that basically helps me keep everything going. I mean, it's a lot to do when I'm on here and such. So here's the screen where you guys are. You can see your chats over here. There you guys are. So this is one way of helping support us. And of course, we do have other ways of support. You can check those out. And I'm going to add Mindy and a couple other people on here to our Tiny Friends list, the people that support us in different ways. I actually need to add several more on here that we've gotten recently. But our website basically has everything we do on it, events and such. Event schedule is right on our front page. You can see when we go live on all the channels that we do lives on, or when we post. Tuesday's our biggest day that we do lives. We do 3 live broadcasts every Tuesday, starting here on YouTube at 11:45. Then we have a 2 o'clock Tiny News Tuesday on Instagram, and a 9 p.m. We Make Art Art O'Clock on TikTok on Tuesday nights. So this is just an easy way to find out what we're doing, where we're teaching, and what's happening. So we are going to start a tutorial week. I'm going to try to push out tutorial videos every day on the week starting the 22nd. This is going to be a trial thing. If I can make this happen, that would be great. We're going to do that. And you may also see soon, let me change our screen here and I'll come back to you guys. But anyway, our website is tinydoors.org. And we'll come back here. It is. All right, let me go back. Let's switch. Which one am I? Oh, I gotta go back to this one. Sorry. Too many. Look, I'm beside myself. Ah! There's 2 of me. Let's not have that happen. That's gonna be crazy. So now we're back to the regular screen. So, anyway, anybody who'd like to support us, there's some ways to do that. Also, just watching our videos to the end is preferred. I know this is a long video, and if you made it to the end of this video, you should give me a birthday cake. Or, I don't know, give me cake or something to go with my coffee that Mindy's sending me. So you can do that. Oh, a friend's calling. Sorry. I have to push him to voicemail. If he was on live right now, he would know it'd be on live. No, I'll call him back. I just hold the camera on his stand. It's never a dull moment when I'm live. It's live TV, guys. You can't make this up. So I was going to show you guys the painting. If you did make it to the end of the video, let's hope I can do this without knocking everything over. This is today's painting. Now, keep in mind that I have to paint this in a room that's fairly big, and there are 20 people in the room. They all have to see it. So I paint with the colors a little bit more dynamic for everybody to see everything. But this is today's painting. And this is, let me see if I can make it straight on here. I don't know, the angle is really wonky. So this is a Bob Ross style painting. I teach these classes at the library in downtown West Palm Beach. And I do these on private classes as well. And it's pretty good. It's not bad. Every time I bring a painting home, Freddie's like, I'm going to paint something in it. And I'm like, okay, do it. He says he's going to paint trolls going down this pathway. It's going to be really funny. So, it turned out pretty good. It's okay. So, anyway, so that was our painting today. 20 students today at the library. A lot of fun. And that's just another way I do things. I've been teaching classes at the library for, gosh, 10 years maybe? I don't know, a long time. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video of making stickers, and to know that you don't have to have a Cricut machine to make stickers. You could just print them out and cut them by hand. Or, you could print them where they have the cutout like this and just cut around it with scissors if you want to do that. It's called, what in the collage world, it's fussy cutting. So it's very fussy to cut little tiny edges. But I think these turned out really cute. They are 3" by 3". It's a perfect size to put on a water bottle. You can even go down to 2 inch. When I make planner stickers, and I do have a line of planner stickers, I usually make them about 1.5 inches. So it depends on what size they are. So they're usually about 1.5 inches to go inside a planner. Um, but you can make stickers for all kinds of things. And they're really great, like party favor giveaways for kids' parties. I actually have a client that has ordered multiple times stickers for kids' parties. Um, I've had um, one of my interns, I help her personally doing her stickers. And I've had so many people helping them with stickers. It's kind of getting to be crazy. But by me doing these stickers, it's actually I bought that printer just to do these stickers. We have a client which is a local band, and I print their stickers for them. They've ordered many, many times, and basically with the sticker orders that I've been getting, it has paid for that printer. Like I said, that printer's a little bit of a splurge. It was around $800. So I have made my money back by just printing these stickers for different orders. So really cool, right? So if you're into that and you want to learn more about making stickers for business, that's a whole different show because there's a whole process of putting them on your website, which we do have them on our website too. So and you can order those, and I ship them out straight here from our studio. Um, they're not print and ship by other companies. I actually physically make them and send them to you. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to finish up for the night, and I really appreciate you all watching. And don't forget, if you're new here, consider subscribing, which is underneath there. Let's move it to the front. There it is. And thank you so much for all the love, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. And tomorrow I will be live here around 11:45 a.m. So, and I say around loosely. It's Saturday, and it's the first Saturday I haven't had anything going on in a couple months. So, I'm actually going to be busy. I'm going to be doing QuickBooks. So, it's not like I'm not working, but yeah. I think tomorrow night we're actually going to an art event sometime tomorrow night. I think briefly it's just around the corner from the house. And yeah, so check out our event schedule. If you ever have questions, put them in the comments. Please comment on this video. Like you guys have been commenting now, that's great. And if you comment afterwards, it will show up on the stream. I don't know why it doesn't do that automatically. It has done it a couple times. I'm not sure what makes it do that, so I'm still investigating. This has been day 72, and I'm tired. Alright, guys. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Subscribe, ring the bell, get notifications that I'm live every day. We'll see you tomorrow. Alright, bye-bye. Bye.